Clopay and Nedick-Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school varsity football. We are at Booster Field at Anna High School, where the Fort Recovery Indians will take on the Anna Rockets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. My name is Scott Fry, and with me is Mr. Jeff Henshin, and we're going to bring you all the action tonight. But before we dive into the ball game, Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Fort Recovery Indians coming into tonight's contest?
Well, the Indians have had a good start to their season. They opened up their campaign with 2 wins, and kind of just lost my point here there, and had a tough loss last week against a very good Coldwater team. So a good start. They're going to have their hands full tonight here on the road. But, Coach Niekamp is in his 16th season. They're off to a good start. He wants everyone to, he's got a lot of players that didn't maybe play as much as they used to from last year because of a strong senior class. So these guys are anxious to get after it. They want to prove what they have now that it's, quote, their turn. Right. And we look for nothing more than a good performance here, and they'll come well prepared and try to get their first MAC win of the season here at Anna.
All right, and speaking of Anna, the Anna Rockets hosting tonight's MAC contest. Head coach Nick Marino comes in. This is his 7th season. The Anna Rockets off to the same exact record this season, 2-1 overall and 1-0 in the MAC. They opened with wins against Indian Lake and then dropped one to Brookville, a close one, both of those within 6 points. And then they took care of Parkway last week, 48-17. They bring in the number 4 rushing offense and the number 4 passing offense, so very balanced run pass. And I think that's what Nick Marino's looking for, is to keep that Fort Recovery run game off the field and score lots of points and take this one home and get their second MAC win. So once again, Scott Fry and Jeff Henshin here, going to bring you all the action. We thank you very much for joining us on NKTelco Sports as the Fort Recovery Indians get ready to take on the Anna Rockets here on NKTelco Sports.
Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
The date is set. The lake has been chosen. It's time to sign up for the 2nd annual Brush Pile Fishing Veterans Tournament. Proceeds from this event will benefit Save a Warrior and the Travis Mills Foundation. Both organizations focus on helping veterans live the best life they possibly can by treating their physical and psychological traumas. Visit brushpilefishing.com to register or to learn how to donate.
Welcome back to Booster Field at Anna High School. Scott Fry and Jeff Henshin here with you. Little Friday Night Lights, Week 4. This is the second week of conference play in the Midwest Athletic Conference, and we've got the Fort Recovery Indians in town to take on the Anna Rockets. Jeff, any thoughts before we start here?
Another beautiful night. You can't complain about the weather. It's always a blessing when you know you're coming over and you're going to get the game in basically without any lightning delays or storms.
Right.
It's not windy. It's beautiful. We've had back-to-back weekends since the MAC season started. Had a good Friday night last week for football action, and ditto tonight. The sun is definitely, as it sets here, shouldn't be too big of a factor as this field runs north and south. But shade creeping in with the press box you see on your monitor. But a beautiful night and a good crowd here to watch these high school football guys go at it.
Absolutely. And Zach Ambos kicks it, and they receive at the 5, over the 20, right into the scrum, and maybe the 25-yard line. See if I can get a number on that return man for Fort Recovery, and that is number 3. That is that is Riley Kaiser, and we're going to be calling his name a lot tonight, I think, Jeff. He's the feature back for Brent Niekamp and this Fort Recovery offense. They come in 2-1 and 0-1 in the MAC. Tell us our keys to the game, brought to us here by Keyhole Pizza for Fort Recovery, Jeff.
Well, the success is running the football. That's exactly what we're going to talk about with Riley Kaiser. 6 touchdowns for him already, and also preventing big plays on defense. And also win the turnover battle. Some pretty common sense keys there, but that's what Coach Niekamp feels his team needs to do.
Hamill's going to give it right to Heiser. Nice seam, but boy, somebody crashed that. I'm going to get that number. That was number 3, Hunter Schmidt, the senior linebacker, just absolutely ended that run. Great play there as Heiser gained nothing.
Probably one of the few times Kaiser has only had a few negative yards rushing the ball all season. So every time he's touched it, he's basically done positive yards, only lost 5 yards all season.
Yeah, the Fort Recovery Indians bring in the number 2 rushing offense in the MAC, averaging 5.39 yards a carry, 233 yards a game. Kaiser with 489 yards on the season. Can't ramble to pass, a little slant. Boy, oh boy, number 3 again, active on defense, Hunter Schmidt, as they were trying to hit Reese Guggenbiller, the sophomore receiver, on a little slant there, and already 3rd and long. So the Indians kind of behind schedule if you're thinking about moving the chains.
Yeah, they're within the chains, but boy, 3rd and 10, that's not something you want to rely on a lot of, especially here early in the game. And you're kind of, even though you're on the 25, you're still near Anna's goal line. You don't want to have a mistake here.
Absolutely. So Ramel now in the shotgun. He's got Heiser off of his right hip. Back to pass. Steps up. He's going to run that, tuck it around the right side over the 30. And I think Anna got him right at about the 30-yard line. That'll be 5 yards short, and that's going to force a Fort Recovery punt. Senior Logan Homan is going to come on and do the punting duties here for Fort Recovery. So nice 3-and-out forced by the Anna defense. Yeah, back to return will be, sorry about that, will be Zach Ambos. And he's sort of Mr. Special Teams here in Anna, the number 4 punter in the conference. He also kicks their place kicking duties. He has kicked a field goal and 11 PATs. And he's going to receive this. He'll call for a fair catch and muffs it. Thankfully, it comes right back up as... boy, oh boy, Fort Recovery had a cover man down there. That was Chase Kaiser. But
fortunate for the Rockets, that could have been a huge momentum. The defense did such a super job to get them off the field, the offense, and now Ambus able to recover his muff, if you will, and give the ball over to his offense.
So let's talk for a minute, Jeff, about the keys to the game, Keyhole Pizza keys to the game for 7th-year coach Nick Marino and his Anna Rockets.
Well, these teams must scout each other. Coach Marino wants to stop the Fort Recovery running attack, so he knows they throw the ball or run the ball well, and as much as Fort Recovery wants them to run the ball, Anna knows they need to stop it. And Anna themselves, they want to establish a run, especially on first down, and get some positive chunk yards and make it easier to stay in system with shorter down and distance and win those explosive plays battle. Those are momentum changers, and be aggressive and be there to be the winner of those 50-50 actions.
Well, and that's a hallmark of Nick Marino's football team, is a little pass out in the left flat. And he's going to be close to a first down. The first carry there was Justin Richards, the junior ball carrier, the running back. believe that was a pass to their top receiver, Brandon Axe, and it's going to be about 2 yards short, brings up 3rd down and 2. As I was saying, Coach Marino, one of the hallmarks of his offense are those explosive plays. Seen a number of them, and a little toss now to Richards. He's going to sweep out wide. Boy, nice play there for Fort Recovery. That's Reese Guggenbiller, the sophomore, 5'11", 160-pound outside linebacker. Just did a nice job of pursuing the run and dropping him for about a 3-yard loss. And this is going to force an Anna punt.
Well, both defenses have answered the call here. I mean, we have net, basically net yards. Anna did muster about 5 yards in this possession, but quickly both teams were going to exchange possessions and really have done nothing on offense.
Zach Ambos now to punt for the Rockets. He is going to target Troy Homan, sophomore, wide receiver and punt returner. High snap, nice job of pulling that down. Nice high kick, that'll give his cover team a chance to get down there. Homan signals fair catch, and right there is Justin Richards just in case. But Fort Recovery will flip around and get back onto offense here. 9:12 to go here in the first quarter on the First National Bank scoreboard, and so far, Jeff, it's a 0-0 ball game.
Well, like I said, not a lot of action the first possessions for each team, and let's see what's here if the offenses can regroup, but credit to the defensive units on both sides holding the offenses at check, and we'll see once here again. Same starting field position here for the Fort Recovery Indians, basically on the 25-yard line. That's where they started the opening drive of the game.
So Rammel now under center with Heiser deep behind him. The give is to Heiser. He's going to come around this right side, and then, ooh, boy, he is met just beyond the line of scrimmage again. Hunter Schmidt kind of in there to lead things, along with number 69, Grant Albers, on the Rocket defense. So again, they're keying on Riley Heiser.
Yeah, he's not had much room at all. Basically, no gain on that effort, and that's been rare for him all season. Again, Hunter Schmidt already, you've mentioned his name. He's been making some big plays on defense.
So I want to get you the starting defense here for the Homan Rockets. Number 69 playing nose guard is Grant Albers. The defensive ends, number 23, Hayden Hillscamp. Number 13, Ethan Doyle. Rammel now again to Heiser. He's got a little seam on the right side. Breaks a tackle, and then his shoe strung as he crosses to 30.
Well, the first real chunk yards that they've been able to give them about 5 yards and bring up a manageable 3rd and 5. But again, you can't expect them probably to go for it, so they need to get the long 5 yards here to keep possession.
Absolutely. Continuing on with the defensive starters for Anna, number 2, Chase Murray, number 3, Hunter Schmidt, number 24, Landon Fote, and number 14, Nolan Fox, all playing the linebacker positions. Looks like they run a kind of a 3-4 setup on defense. Brandon Axe and Zach Ambos are your 2 safeties, and then Justin Richards and Colton Carey are your corners. Now Rammel puts it in Heiser's belly over the 30, 35, cuts outside over the 40, makes a couple guys miss. And there's the first down of the game for either team as Riley Heiser does what he does. On the tackle there, Landon Fote from his linebacker position, but not until the Indians pull down a first down.
Huge run of, give them 17 or 16 yards on that first down, or that big first down, move the chains for the first time tonight. And you can see the explosive enough there as you watch the replay here as little fella gets right around and, boy, really untouched until he has the yard to gain and carried the defender a couple yards further. Good run for Heiser.
I'd like to thank Winners Quality Meats for all of our replays tonight. And Riley Heiser, an unassuming 5'7", 150 for the senior. But as you saw in that replay right there, man, he is shifty, and he can. He's got good vision. He finds the seams, and when he hits the hole, he's got some jets.
I think the speed helps him. You can't catch him, you can't hurt him, if you will. So he's that time really gotten a little bit of a crease, and he's able to take advantage of it.
Reminiscent of a running back named Riley who used to do business here in Anna, Riley Hillscamp.
Yeah, same
on
initials,
state championship team. Yeah. And there's a stop for no gain. And that's 13, Ethan Doyle, the senior defensive end for the Rockets on the stop there. Doyle, 5'11", 230 at the defensive end position.
We are in our first quarter. If you just joined us,
Fort Recovery runs a multi-back, single-back offense. 2 receivers right, tight end to the left. Now Heiser's going to take it to the left behind that tight end. Nice blocking there And Kaiser will be forced out of bounds at about the 46. Let's get you the Fort Recovery starters. At quarterback, number 2, junior 6'4" Cale Rammel. Riley Kaiser, the lone running back, wearing number 3. Wide receivers, number 8, Reese Guggenbiller, number 6, Troy Homan. 2 tight ends are typical in this offense. Number 11, Logan Homan, and number 33, Caleb Evers. The guys up front here, left tackle 55, Alex Evers. Left guard 77, Isaac Kanapke. Your center 52, Bo Tin. Right guard 76, Henry Kanapke. And right tackle 57, Kendrick Wendell. And your starters tonight, we'd like to thank Sydney Auglaze Audiology for bringing them a little fake play action. And Rammel escapes and tries to dump one down. He's got Kaiser over the 40, 35. He's in open field 30. And he's going to get brought down by a pair of Rockets. Nice extension of the play that time by Cale Rammel. Looked like the defense had him penned in, and he made a guy miss. So I think 6'4", 200 is a kind of a nice attribute for a high school quarterback. We saw the benefits of that right there.
Yeah, he should have been tackled back here for loss of yards, and his athleticism kept him upright. Take another good look at here, and I believe he ends up throwing the ball left-handed. I mean, he shoveled it kind of here. Got an awkward pass here, but then the nice reception. Again, speed and space.
Yeah, you get Riley Kaiser the ball in space. You're right, but what a creative bit of quarterbacking there for Cale Rammel to extend the play, and the junior signal caller links up with Riley Kaiser to get another first down for the Indians.
I got him 19 yards on that pass and catch and run for a first down.
Rammel now pulls it down and goes over the left side, and this time, nice job of contain on that play. Single back in this offensive set was number 7, Chase Kaiser. He'll come back off the field, and Riley Kaiser will come back in. So no gain on the play, maybe a half a yard, second down, and basically 10 for Coach Niekamp here in his 16th year. Each of these coaches with a state title under their belts in the last
3 or 4
6,
seasons,
7 years. I think it's been a little while for Fort Recovery, but 2 years ago for the Rockets. Really cool to see all these MAC schools, getting those first state titles.
You talk about these guys with a history tonight. Coldwater playing New Bremen. Both those last year's defending state champions scoring off tonight.
Kaiser again over the left side, maybe 3, maybe 4 yards, tackled there by junior Justin Richards from his corner position. And yeah, you're right. You've got kind of a clash of the Titans in Mercer County tonight. Coldwater, New Bremen should be a good matchup. Yep.
Division 7, Division 6 champions. So a lot of good action around the area as you expect. It's not a surprise anymore, and you get spoiled.
Yeah.
I think the quality of football you see, and obviously some teams don't win a lot of games. That doesn't mean they're bad teams, just they're competing against such good teams that you take them anywhere else in the state, and they probably can have an above 500 record.
Absolutely. Now you've got Anna moving. Looks like somebody ended up in the neutral zone, and so that's going to give Fort Recovery a much shorter third down attempt. They're currently 3rd and 7. They'll move 3rd and 2 as the penalty is stepped off 5 yards for encroachment. And so that really kind of opens up the playbook now for the Fort Recovery offense with just 2 yards to go instead of 7.
You've got 2 plays. You're probably not going to try a long field goal here, so you've got 2 plays to get basically 6 feet.
Yeah.
So, definitely forces Anna's defense now to be really on cue. You can't, maybe you're focusing on Kaiser, but boy, we've already seen.
Boy, the play action is sure tasty right here, because they're going to be looking at Kaiser. Now they're looking at Troy Homan on the in, and he's got it down inside the 10, inside the 5, and that's going to be 1st and goal for the Indians as Troy Homan, 5'11" sophomore wide receiver, number 6, collects his first reception tonight.
Came into the game with 8 catches and a touchdown. That his 9th of the season. Again, a first down and ball all the way down into, what do you say about
looks like the 4-yard line according to the scoreboard, yeah.
So 14-yard.
Maybe the 3.
The ball marked on the 4. It looks like the board has it. So Homan, his 9th catch of the season.
Quick rundown of your officials. Our referee, Carl Schlegel. Umpire, Jim Epperly. A.J. Kramer, the linesman. Line judge, Kevin Mangus. John Jacobs, back judge. And Kaiser stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose about 3. Your final official, Jeff Klaus, is your center judge. So thanks to those gentlemen for working tonight. And it looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 6. So
boy, Hunter,
loss of 2.
Number 3 again, Hunter Schmidt in there, and a rare loss, as I mentioned. That's about the board's a little late getting there. Yeah, -2 yards in that carry. So Big play
he's
there
done a nice job on Kaiser tonight.
He has.
You know, I mean, Kaiser's had a couple of plays, but by and large, so far, it's really been the big play that's enabled Fort Recovery to advance the ball. And now you've got Reese Guggenbiller wide right, Troy Homan left, tight end Logan Homan in tight. Here comes Kaiser. Now he's going to follow that tight end, and Anna stacks that side, and Hunter Schmidt and Nolan Fox in there to lead the charge. And I'd say he maybe lost another 2.
Yeah, so back-to-back negative attempts here for Kaiser, and good defense. And again, Anna almost, as the field crunches down into space to cover, they've really tightened up
for the offense. Yeah,
and they've done a good job. You mentioned it was kind of a busted play that Fort Recovery kept the drive alive, where they couldn't sack Rammel as a quarterback. But other than that, you know, Fort Recovery's had signs of got a big play when they needed it, got a penalty to help them get some yards, but big play here.
Interesting game tonight too, because it's the tale of 2 MAC openers. Anna hosted Parkway last week and handled them 48-17. Fort Recovery had to go to Coldwater and drop 42-6. So Hunter Schmidt tries to get the open field tackle, and there you see the strength of Cale Rammel. I mean, he ultimately goes down, but he shrugs off 2 hits before the remainder of the Anna defense can come in and clean him up. So
yeah, I'm not for sure which Rocket got there first. Grant Albers was in there as well, number 69.
I think Hunter Schmidt was the initial contact, but
bounced
Rammel
off.
managed to evade that. So 4th and goal from the 15 now.
Boy, -9 on that sack, or that goes down as a rushing attempt in high school football. But that's a big loss. And remember, they had the ball down to the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
And that was 1st and goal. So
they've lost 11 yards in these 3 plays. Rammel's got time. Now he's going to scramble left. He evades the rush, steps up, and he's going to get brought down right at the 10. And so Anna, the defense holds. The old bend don't break. It looks like we might have a Rocket injured there, holding his left leg.
That's number 69, Grant Albers, who was part of that sack trio of players that got Cale Rammel the snap before.
Looks like he's going to get off under his own power. That's good to see. Looking a little tender, though, maybe the ankle. But, so Anna's going to take over. 12 seconds to go here in the first period on the First National Bank scoreboard. Yeah, when you run the ball a lot, the clock moves. So Fort Recovery now flips over on defense. We'll give you their starters. Number 2 at corner, Cale Rammel. Number 6 is the free safety, Troy Homan. Number 47, Lucas Atchison, the other corner. Linebackers are 8, Reese Guggenbiller, 33, Caleb Evers, 35, Owen Kanapke, 18, Ross Pearson. And then the defensive line in this 4-4 defense for Coach Niekamp, number 11 is at one end, Logan Homan. 57 and 64 are the 2 defensive tackles. That's Kendrick Wendell and Jose Martinez, respectively, and then Jacob Heitkamp, the other end. And now you're going to get another dose of Justin Richards up the middle. The center of that 4-4 defense brings that run to a halt. And that's going to bring the first quarter to a halt on the First National Bank scoreboard with your score, Anna 0, Fort Recovery 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Anna High School. The Rockets on offense after a strong defensive stand I'll give you the starters from Sidney Auglay's Audiology here in just a second. Little swing pass to Justin Richards. He's got space. Boy, he's quick. And the ball is punched out by Logan Homan, and Richards falls back on it. Boy, oh boy. Logan Homan just clubbed that ball out of Richards' hands. And very, very fortunate that he's able to fall on it. So Anna's had a couple of loose footballs in the early going here. Both have bounced their way.
You're right. The first punt of the game was muffed. They were able to get it. And the strip there, as you mentioned, and boy, I think maybe had his head up a little bit.
Yeah, like Troy Homan there almost picked that up.
He was thinking of a quick 6.
Scoop and score, yeah, got to get the ball first, so phew.
A first down for the Rockets.
Narrow miss, little pistol formation here. Both backs back there with Siegel. Now they give to Richards over the right side through the seam of the 40, and he's going to pull a tackler. That's Troy Homan over the 45 to the 46. Nice run there for Richards, and that's a Rocket first down.
That was a nice run. They go quickly at it here. Another first down and wasting no time. Quick snap.
Richards, again, same job, same B-hole on the right side over the 40, and that's going to be another Rocket first down. And that's a couple of quick hitters. Another Anna Rocket limping. Looks like a left leg, number 51 there. That's Landon Cantrell. Let's give you the Sidney Auglay's Audiology Anna offensive starters tonight. Junior signal caller number 11, Carter Siegel. The backs are number 32, Justin Richards at running back. Number 3, the fullback, Hunter Schmidt. Wide receivers are number 1, Zach Ambos. Number 7, Colton Carey. And number 19, Brandon Axe. We'll give you the offensive line here in just a moment as Richards is stuffed right in the middle. Again, Logan Homan in there on the tackle.
Well, that's one of the few times here in the past few possessions that the Indians were able to stuff Richards. He had some big gains here. He had the big pass catch and then had big runs to follow that up as well. So it's good to see the Indians be able to contain Richards for the moment.
Well, and that pass catch almost functions like a toss or a run sweep. He caught that in the backfield in the flat there, but boy, you get him in space. He's a tall kid, but boy, he can really move. And now you'll see Hunter Schmidt, and this is Brandon Axe in motion. Hunter Schmidt beside Siegel. Siegel, a quick little hitter out there to number 7, Colton Carey, and short gain, maybe 4 on that one, out to the 37 of the Indians.
You mentioned Richards. I know is an athlete because he is a track star as well. I'm pretty sure was in the state for D3 for Anna. I've seen his names, in the standings, if you will, with dashes, the 400s and hurdles and such. So very athletic. And you can see that here. When you get him out of space, that's where he wants to be, and he'll challenge people then one-on-one and can basically outrun them or run through them.
Now Siegel's going to stretch it, and just receiver still streaking, and the ball was to the outside shoulder, unable to connect. Back there on defense was linebacker Ross Pearson. So Siegel read that really well because they had a good matchup there. They had a quick wide receiver on a linebacker, just unable to hit him.
Colton Carey was the intended receiver, and like you said, he had some space and just could not be able to come up with a connection. And fortunately, though, for the missed throw, if you will, it was just an incomplete pass.
Yep.
So sometimes those reads or those throws, if you cut the wrong way, or it can result in an interception.
4th and 7 now for the Rockets. And boy, what a nice catch right at the sideline, and the official is going to give that to him for a Rocket first down.
He caught it.
That was a beautiful catch, and we've got our cameraman right there on the spot. Nice pitch and catch there. Siegel.
Take another look at it here.
Carey. Here's your Winners Quality Meets replay. You see Siegel steps and throws, and I mean bang and bang, and his hands are under it. So
good enough for me.
Rockets first down. Siegel gives to Schmidt, and he is hit immediately. Number 64, Jose Martinez, first contact for the Indians.
He gets up a little bit gingerly. He's going to trot off. We've seen, unfortunately, a number of guys that look like kind of get stingers or banged up a little bit.
It's interesting, too, because he's listed as the fullback. So when he lines up, he'll be in that position. But you picture a fullback. I'm thinking like Mike Allstott type guy.
Yeah.
But no, Hunter Schmidt is not a Mike Allstott frame. 3 receivers now for the Rockets. And, oh, boy, it's like Fort Recovery's Logan Homan was in the huddle.
Yes. He almost took the handoff.
Yeah.
And, I'm not sure how he got through the gap, but he was there in a hurry. Number 11, Logan Homan.
Very nicely done there on the part by Logan. Homan's been very active on this drive. He punched the football out early on the drive. He had a stop for no gain a few minutes ago, and then a big tackle for loss. Looks like 2-yard loss, so third and a long 11 here. Now Richards, the running back, is going to be out in the slot. Siegel back to pass. He's going all the way to the corner. Wide open is Richards. That is a pitch and catch for a Rocket touchdown. Boy, another great matchup. You had Richards on a shorter Troy Homan linebacker. And boy, oh boy, Siegel to Richards makes the Indians pay.
Wow, that was a beautiful throw as Richards, again, able to get through the defense, and a beautiful ball dropped right into the window. So it'll be a replay here.
Replay. You see Siegel drop back. He's got time, steps and throws. And Richards, you could see the free safety. Homan was rotating over there. And then Reese Guggenbiller at 5'11", Homan at 5'11", and then Richards at 6'2". And the point after is good. So you see the height difference and the speed make the difference on that play as the Anna Rockets take the early lead 7-0 on the First National Bank scoreboard here on NKTelco Sports.
All Glaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Welcome back to Booster Field, Atlanta High School. Beautiful night for high school football. We're into the second quarter on the First National Bank scoreboard. 8:05 to go before halftime, and the Anna Rockets first blood here, 7-0 over the Fort Recovery Indians.
You might want to call that the Jeffrey Richards drive. Justin Richards, I got his brother again, but boy, Richards had some big plays. This drive started back on their own 11-yard line. And remember, they dodged a bullet with a fumble, but able to maintain it. And really, Richards, the key offensive contributor there. A couple of catches for yards, a couple good runs, and it pays off with his second receiving touchdown of the season. And for Siegel, his 5th toss through the air for touchdown this season.
Troy Homan fields that kick and runs it out to about the 25, where he is met by Anna's number 85. That is Alex Peppelman, a sophomore reserve fullback linebacker, makes a special teams tackle. So Coach Niekamp back to the offensive drawing board here. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25, Jeff.
Well, they had a decent drive last time they touched the ball. This is just their 3rd possession. The first possession, nowhere, 3 plays and out. Second play, the second possession took over at the 25, got all the way down to the Anna 4-yard line. First down and goal, and basically ended up 3, couple big, I should say, snaps where they lost yards and then couldn't get it on 4th down and turned it over on down. So they'll look to try to get that rhythm back and try to answer that Anna score.
Fake to Kaiser, and a little floater to Logan Homan. Big drink of water to bring down, but Hunter Schmidt up to the task. Homan will pick up maybe 4. Little fake to Kaiser, and then Homan releases from his tight end position, and Rammel, nice little touch pass there. Really impressed with the junior signal caller from Fort Recovery, his poise, because he's had to scramble a little bit tonight, Jeff.
And he's avoided some sacks. He's been contacted, hit. He's brushed them off like you motioned a little bit ago to me. And he's kept some things alive for them.
Yeah, big kid, 6'4", 200. There's a give to Kaiser, and he's going to come over the right side and sidesteps a couple of early would-be tacklers, and then is brought down there, led by Nolan Fox for Anna and Brandon Atz.
And Hunter Schmidt in there as well.
Yep.
Again, number 3 for Anna. He's been on defense. He's been all around the ball.
Field. Yep, he sure has. You're right. Good to see also on defense for Anna, Grant Albers back on the field, his defensive tackle position. So good to see that.
Big play here, though, Scott. 3rd down and manageable. But, boy, again, if you don't get it here, you're probably going to be forced to punt. And you don't want to give the ball back to Anna. They're fresh off of a nice scoring drive.
Yep.
Justin Richards had a heck of a drive, and he got some momentum, so a big play here. And they're not going to get
big trouble, and boy, there we go. The pressure right up the middle. It's never good when your O-line is back there helping up the D-line.
Landon Howell, number 59, in there with a sack, and job well done by the Anna Rockets defense. Take another look at it here as Ramel not much time. He no sooner turned around.
Yeah, boy. Nice play there by the Anna D line there, as you said, number 59. That is Landon Howell, as you mentioned, and then 24, Landon Fote. Here's your punt by Logan Homan. That's a bomb all the way deeper than the 40 as Ambo has to call for a fair catch. Monster punt. And so Fort Recovery back on defense here. 5:55 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard.
A rough possession there offensively for the Indians. They just 3 and out, but Homan a nice foot on the ball, really helping flip the field a little bit. I mean, that's a nice kick all the way down to the 35-yard line. And see what the Indians defense, again, they had trouble stopping Richards the last drive. We'll see if they have a recipe, if you will, to slow down Richards, who had, again, ended it with a catch, but boy, he did a lot on the ground a series before.
Boy, if you're Coach Niekamp in the Fort Recovery defense, and turnover right here would feel real good.
Anna's put it on the ground twice.
Momentum. Yes, they have.
But they have put it, the muff punt, and then
it's an interesting formation in the backfield there. It's like a pistol with a back a little deep. Now the fake. Oh, hands up on the ball. Nice play. Kendrick Wendell, the 6'2" senior, coming in off the D tackle position, bats that ball down. They were looking for a little quick hitter. Siegel does a pretty good job of getting that ball out quickly.
You got to watch it here again on top of your screen a little bit. Good timing by number 57, Wendell, just getting a ball up in the air and forces the deflection. And for Anna, it falls to the ground, gives them a new life here in the second down.
Little play action bootleg. This is Axe. He's over the 40, 45, out to midfield, run out of bounds, and that's going to be enough for an Anna first down. Ball was a little high. Did a nice job of going up the ladder to get it.
Was there a penalty?
I think we have a flag down here. That's probably in the neighborhood of offensive holding. And
well, I'm not so sure.
Let's see what our officials come up with here.
It was he wasn't past the line of scrimmage or anything, was he, when he threw it, or was that a lateral? Did he?
They're going to pick the flag up, and we're going to play another down. And it's Anna first down. Must have dropped his hanky there. 5:44 now left in the opening half. All timeouts on the board for each team. Anna Rockets lead 7-0, and they're driving again, Jeff.
Yeah, they got another big play there, and following a good defensive play by the Indians, Anna comes back with a nice formation, and boy, they nearly get a
Siegel evades the first pressure, but boy, there to wrap him up is number 52, and that is Bo Tin. Nice play there. Siegel did, as you said, sidestep the first contact, but this time now the Fort Recovery D-line is making it happen.
11 versus 11. Logan Homan in there nearly got a big sack against number 11, Carter Siegel, but it did slow down Siegel enough that the Indians did force him for a sack, a -1 yard loss.
Siegel with a little time now, some pressure. He's got Ambos over the middle, caught at the 40.
First down.
Nice job there, looking through his progressions. Found Ambos. Looked like he found a little soft spot in that Fort Recovery defense, settled in, and Siegel kind of stepped up under the pressure, under the gun there.
Unofficially, I got Siegel down, as you see the look here from ground level, 6 of 8 passing here in the first half. And nice job by Ambos, just sealing right in the gap there and get it and get down. He gets enough for the first down.
2 receivers left. That's Brandon Axe to the right in the slot. 2 backs. Gives to Richards. He's kind of stutter steps side to side, and boy, he's just a few yards short of another Rocket first down. Nice gain on first down, gain of about 5.
Excellent pickup, as you mentioned. It's always good on that first down to get positive yards, and they get 5 on the ground, and Richards, has been a tough tackle for the Indians here, and this drive so far it's been a short, they've only had a few plays, but they've already gone from the 35 now basically inside the 35. And it all started off with an incomplete pass, so they've responded well the next 4 snaps with some positive offense.
This is Brandon Axe coming in motion, and you're going to get probably a procedural situation here. Yep, ball start. I don't know if Axe turned the corner before the ball was snapped or we had movement on the line, but either way, that'll back the Rockets up 5 yards and make it second down and basically 10. Exactly 10. Ball is at about the 39. Want to run down Yeah, we'll wait till after this play. Just want to thank a few key sponsors for tonight's contest. Siegel now with 2 backs. He's got Schmidt on his right side now with Richards behind him. Richards takes it kind of right up the middle. Fort Recovery does a nice job of closing the B gap there. Looked like 35, Owen Kanapke, the 5'10", 175-pound sophomore in there on the tackle.
Yeah, not much running room at all there for Richards. Nice job by the Indians, as you mentioned, shutting down that gap and keeping it now at a long down and distance on 3rd down.
Yeah, that 5-yard penalty kind of ate him up. So,
but again, I'm pretty sure probably 2-down territory here. If they get some of it here on 3rd down, probably would go for it on 4th down.
As well as they've done at holding Fort Recovery's offense, I'd say it's a 2-down territory, especially late in the half. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. He's got Ambos wide open. He hits him. 10-5, touchdown. That's a 38-yard pitch and catch. Ambos got behind the defense. Somebody missed an assignment. Homan wasn't rotated over to pick that up. And Siegel has 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Richards and now 1 to Zach Ambos. Nice pitch and catch.
Excellent. As we watch the replay here, Ambos, a lot of speed. Somehow he is, like you said, going to sneak out. And boy, a nice thrown pass, and no one's going to catch him. Now he's going to settle down and come out and kick the extra point.
Now, yes, the place kicker, Zach Ambos, the quarterback, Siegel, will hold. I'd like to thank Winners Quality Meats for all these dynamite replays. Excellent camera work, both on the sideline and on the roof of our visitor side press box. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So, with 3:07 to go here on the First National Bank scoreboard at Booster Field in Anna, the Anna Rockets 14, the Fort Recovery Indians 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Anna High School Booster Field. The Rockets with a 14-0 lead, 3:07 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard. Want to thank a couple of sponsors real quick. 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. Our MVP sponsors are Clopay and Nedick Minster. Scoreboard, First National Bank. Keys to the game are brought to you tonight by Keyhole Pizza. All of your replays come to you from Winners Meats. Starting lineups brought to you by Sidney Allglaze Audiology. Our timeout sponsor tonight is Precision Strip. Stats and recap for later tonight, Wagner's IGA, and then we will be choosing a player of the game. Sponsored by NKTelco. Ambos kick. Nice and high. This is Troy Homan inside the 10. He's going to come around to his right side, and he's got the corner, and he slips, and he's brought down about the 21. So, right idea, but as he turned the corner, his wheels came out from under him there, Jeff.
Nice drive for the Rockets. Their last possession, you mentioned, the Fort Recovery just misses the ability maybe to get a few more yards, but still have decent field position right at the 20, but a good finish for the Rockets there. The 38-yard pass from Siegel, his 6th throwing touchdown of the season to Zach Ambos, who picks up his 2nd receiving touchdown and also had to hustle back out to kick the extra point, where he is now 13 of 14 on the season. And he was part of that state championship team where they scored a lot of points, and he kicked a lot of extra points at a very high percentage. Also kicked some field goals for them during that state tournament season. And a key attribute in high school football, if you have a strong place kicker, and they do exactly have that with Zach Ambos.
There's a pitch and catch there. The receiver on that one is Reese Guggenbiller, the sophomore. Gain about 5 yards. So we haven't seen Rammel throw the ball a lot, but he's been running for his life. This front 4 for the Rockets, and they run 3 down linemen, and then one of the linebackers, now 2 of the linebackers, will come in and put their hand in the grass or crouch as an end rusher. Here's Kaiser. He's going to cut it up the right side, and the door is closed very quickly, but he is close to a first down, a gain of at least 3 there. And they're on the tackle for Anna. That's number 58, Lane Howell. And that is good enough for an Indians first down.
Clock moving, just over 2 minutes to play in the first half, Scott. So an important drive here for the Indians, because Anna will get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter. So you'd like to, if you're the Indians, like to score, obviously, in this drive. And if you're going to be greedy, try not to leave a lot of time on the clock for the Rockets.
Yeah, we saw what that looks like in the NFL's opening week when you kick a field goal and leave Tom Brady a minute and a half. You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, it's hard to believe how that guy's still getting it done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Well, I mean, Jeff, as old as you and I are, and we're still functioning at a championship
not a high rate.
level.
We're functioning, but we're not at a high rate.
Barely functioning, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to feel as good in the morning as Tom Brady does, at the end of a long day.
He has people that are getting... He's paying people to take care of him.
That's right.
We have to get up and do it ourselves.
Yeah,
and
that's
go to
not
work.
pretty.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, well, congratulations to him. He's got it mastered.
Riley Kaiser does a nice job of shedding tacklers, and he's going to make probably 4 yards out of what looked to be a loss. Nice run right there. 145 and counting here on the First National Bank scoreboard. Again, the Indians, not the kind of offense that they can quick big chunks down the field. They're not a throwing offense. So
no, they're not. And you'll wonder here if Anna gets a stop, if they'll start using some of their timeouts, because here at third down and long, they like to get the ball back. They'll have probably around a minute to do so if they can get a stop here on third down.
Kaiser, the lone back, Kale Rammel under center. Little play action, little pressure, sidesteps, a nice bit of running there. He's going to get over the 35, close to the 40. A little short. He rolls over, but I don't know that they're going to give him that roll.
And there's a whistle and a timeout.
And there's a timeout, precision strip timeout by the Anna Rockets, and we'll take it with them. 1:04 to go before half on the First National Bank scoreboard. Anna 14, Fort Recovery 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Welcome back to Booster Field, home of the choo-choo train here, as anybody who's been here knows. Usually 3 or 4 a game. It's a busy main line back here between Cincinnati and Detroit, I believe.
I don't know where it's going, but it's the third time since we've been here a train has passed. Maybe it's only the first time during the game, and this is we're not just too far away from the tracks, and you can feel the box are rocking, but big fourth down play.
Boy, and that's a call. Kale Rammel's just 6'4", 200, under center. Why mess around with tosses and sweeps and nonsense? Just use that offensive line, and they did. And that's an Indian first down, and the clock runs. 56 seconds to go here. Coach Niekamp content to allow that to happen. As Rammel waits for the play.
That was a big play. I just assumed Fort Recovery probably come out and punt. If you don't get it here, giving Anna a lot of time,
over a minute,
plenty of time and some timeouts, but now it looks like they're going to avoiding a penalty or a turnover.
Rammel back to pass, little turnaround, nice pitch and catch, and it's dropped, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 28.9 seconds to go. As again, Fort Recovery trying to make something happen here before the half.
Boy, in a fast-moving half, we haven't even played. We basically, if this kickoff happened at 7, we played 42 minutes of real time.
I did a game 2 weeks ago that the first quarter took 49 minutes.
Well,
there was a lot of scoring in that first quarter, a lot of stoppages and point afters, and yeah.
There's been some incomplete passes, but boy, it just seems like it's runs moving. Yes.
Again, 4 receivers in the pattern. Rammel looking left all the way, and he is strong.
Wow, there's a hold,
and there's going to be a hold, and now number 2 has got kind of a hug on him. Chase Murray, the junior linebacker, and I'm going to guess there's holding.
And it could have been a face mask, I think.
Could have been a face mask on the D because you saw Rammel's head.
Yeah, maybe that was the case.
Pull down a little bit here.
Luckily, he held on to the football. We'll see. Well, it is face mask, so.
Well, that's going to be.
Boy, if that's a 5-yarder.
That's a 5-yarder.
And it must be from the spot of the foul?
Yes.
They marked it.
Yeah, that's a spot foul because he was sacked and lost yardage, and they're just barely now 2nd and 9. 19.3 seconds to go here before half.
Anna committed a penalty, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was a face mask against the defense.
So why do they not get They put the ball back. They marked off 5 yards.
They did mark off 5 yards because it was a sack and a loss of yardage. So 2nd and 9 now. Would have been 2nd and 14. It's a post-possession foul. That's why.
Oh, it happened.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's going to do it, I think, for the half here. I'd be surprised if Coach Niekamp risks a punt at this point with under 10 seconds. Big sack there. Looked like
well, it's 3rd down. So 3rd down.
Oh, it is 3rd down. Yep.
And that'll be the half.
So we're going to head to the locker room here at Booster Field with the Anna Rockets on the First National Bank scoreboard. The Anna Rockets with a 14-0 lead over the Fort Recovery Indians here on NKTelco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Welcome back to Booster Field at Anna High School. Scott Fry, and with me is Jeff Henshin. Jeff, tell us a little bit about how we got to our 14-0 Anna lead here in the first half.
Well, with some fast-moving offense by the Rockets after their first possession, they tally or total 199 yards, almost double up the Indians of 108. 77 yards for the Rockets on the ground compared to 63 for the Indians. 122 passing yards for the Rockets, 45 for the Indians, and first downs about even, no turnovers. So there's the scoreboard. What stat kind of maybe surprises me the most is time of possession. Fort Recovery maintained the football for nearly almost 15 minutes of that first half. We played 2 12-minute quarters, so of the 24 minutes, probably almost half to 3/4, almost 3/4 of it, Fort Recovery held the ball but come up with no points. They drove it down to the 4-yard line and then lost yards, and then Anna quickly kind of responds back and scores on a 27-yard TD pass from Carter Siegel to Justin Richards. That was at 8:05 mark of the second quarter, and then responded back with 3:07 left in the half as Siegel, his second throw of the game for a touchdown to Zach Ambus to make it 14-0, and that's where we stand here. Your leading rushers for Anna, 9 carries, 78 yards for Justin Richards. Riley Heiser for the Indians, 12 carries, 70 yards. Siegel, I will go through his stats here once they come out and run offense.
Ambos with the return. He's up over the 20 to the 25. Still on his feet up the sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds there by Fort Recovery's number 18, Ross Pearson. I'll tell you, a nice kickoff by number 57, Kendrick Wendell. But Anna, with a great return, is going to be set up with excellent field position out over the 30. Looks like they're going to place the ball at the 31, Jeff.
Good starting field position for the Rockets, where Carter Siegel had a heck of a first half. Scott, 8 of 10 through the air, 122, as I mentioned, 2 throwing touchdowns, his 5th and 6th of the season. His receivers that were the big time, or the yard catchers, if you will, Zach Ambus, 2 catches for 50 yards. Justin Richards, 2 catches for 30 yards. Each of those young men with a touchdown catch.
Anna now in the shotgun with those 2 backs. This is the up back Richards, and he's very close to the 35, just a half of a football short there.
And for the Fort Recovery Indians, through the air, Cale Rammel, 7 attempts, 4 completions for 45 yards, and Riley Heiser had a catch for 19 yards, and Logan Homan a catch also for 16 yards.
Yeah, Rammel spent the better part of his passing night scrambling. You know,
yeah, he
running
made
for
stuff
his life.
happen. I mean, he got sacked a couple times, but he avoided some loss of yards and made something out of nothing.
This is Justin Richards back and forth across the formation. Now he'll set in the slot. 4 receivers. Siegel back to pass. And he's going to hit Richards. Tried to catch him between the free safety that was rotating over Troy Homan and Cale Rammel, the quarterback on offense, playing corner. Unable to connect. So 3rd down now and about 7 for the Rockets offense. And boy, if you can get that offense off the field in 3 downs here, if you're the Indians defense, that's a big win.
It is, especially trailing 14-0. You mentioned more of a ground and pound team, not a lot through the air to catch up quickly, but that last throw looked like it led Richards just a bit. He didn't maybe want to, stretch out too much because the defense around him, but they're going to make up for it here. It looks
Pass
like
play to Ambos is going to be short of a 1st down. Nice catch.
Yep, I thought maybe he had it.
Right there to play defense. That's number 18, Ross Pearson, the linebacker, 6'2", 180, the junior. One of those players that Coach Niekamp and the media guide talked about being able to step up this year. Big senior class, graduated last year from the Indians, so it's nice to see those young guys getting their first Friday night, starting action.
Yes, like I said, they're hungry for it. They want to get out here. Here's a big 4th and 1.
4th and 1. Siegel's going to have his backs up in the wing position. Now he's trying to get Axe set. And it's just going to be a little quick keeper. And it looks like he's going to pick up enough for the 1st down easily.
Yeah, didn't need a lot, but got enough. So 1st down.
Yeah, fresh set of downs here for the Rockets. If you're just joining us, welcome. Glad to have you aboard. Want to invite you to follow our good friends at WCSM AM 1350 and 96.7 FM and their internet exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season long. Your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County. Nice little pass across the middle. And that's going to be a big 1st down there for the Rockets. Pass was complete. I think that is number 13, Ethan Doyle. Excuse me, number 19, Brandon Axe, the leading receiver on this Rocket team, and you see why there. A little slant.
Watch the action here. A nice pass and a good route, and as you mentioned, nice pitch and catch. It's a 19-yard reception.
Thanks to Winners Quality Meats for those replays. Siegel's going to throw another in route. Nicely played by Fort Recovery there on defense. That's the, in this case, the right corner, Lucas Atchison, 6'2" sophomore. Again, a case of another young player getting a chance to start here in the absence of that large senior class.
Last reception there by Brandon Axe. His 13th reception on the season. He came in tied with Zach Ambus, 12 receptions.
Little toss to Richards on the sweep, makes one man miss, and a nice block by the wide receiver. And here goes Richards, and he trucks a guy and steps out of bounds. Man, Justin Richards not afraid to lower the shoulder.
And I mentioned that athleticism. When you get him in space, he's strong. He will either run around or through you. And fortunately for the Indians, he ran out of real estate, or he
here
scored.
You'll see it too, because it's right in front of our cameraman coming right at him here. This is Richards on the Winners Quality Meats replay. Makes 2 guys miss. There was a nice, there's a run through shoulder, yeah.
And just got him out
just
enough.
Stepped out of bounds, yep.
Strong athlete.
Yeah, nice blocking there by wide receiver. That's number 18. Get that name on the roster. That is Mason Carey opening that left end, and now this is going to be Schaefer in the B gap, and Fort Recovery closes that one right down. Schmidt, excuse me, I'm thinking Hunter Schaefer from another football team. That's Hunter Schmidt with the carry. Very, very busy on defense. We were talking at halftime, 8 tackles, 5 assists, and 3 solos.
And we mentioned that number 3 often. He even had missed a sack in there against Rammel early on, but slowed him up, that his teammates, if you will, recorded it. But he's been very active and got a chance here to run the ball as well.
9 minutes to go here on the First National Bank scoreboard in the first half. Again, that odd little formation. The back is right next to the quarterback. Now Richards takes it inside the block, and he's churning forward down inside the 10. And that's going to be very close to another Rocket 1st down. It was 2nd down and 10. And he has gained 9 on that play, so just shy. Nope, now they're going to call that a 1st down. It's 1st and goal at the 8.
He had 21 yards in that big run we saw the replay of. I don't know if I mentioned that, but then 10 yards here. So he's, again, punishing the defense. And
he's over the century mark here on the night. I think he started this half with 78, and you just told me about 31 more. So
correct, good math.
Nice,
and a good healthy average, doing that on 11 carries.
Now Siegel with a little sneaker there. I'm not sure what we're doing at the 8-yard line, running that little dive, but Second down and goal now at about the 5.
I thought they said the 7.
Looks like the nose of the ball. It's hard to tell from this angle at the 6. So Anna changing personnel.
Boy, a score here will be big. This is
it'd be huge
drive
with,
and
with
3
Fort
scores.
Recovery's difficulty putting points on the board. Their offense has played decently, but Anna's defense has just kept them from really putting anything
Well, they buckled
together.
down when they got down to the 4, really made some big plays and held them in
Siegel,
check.
little end around there by Brandon Axe. He's going to make 2 guys miss and just kind of water bug into the end zone. Nice play there as he came from the slot, almost in motion, and sort of a short end around / jet sweep. Interesting play design there by the Rocket coaching staff, and that's going to put Anna at 20-0 here on the First National Bank scoreboard. Here's your replays. You see Axe just making guys miss. Very shifty runner. That was an interesting play call.
Well, job well done for Brandon Axe. He came into the game with just 1 carry. So that one
5 yards on that.
Yes.
We're seeing that on the stat sheet as Ambo set the kick, and man alive, he can sure boot it. And so that place kicker has given another point to the Anna Rockets. And on the First National Bank scoreboard with 7:43 to go in the 3rd period, Anna leads 21-0 over Fort Recovery here on NKTelco Sports.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, Securcom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, Securcom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics, and data and cabling.
Welcome back to Anna High School. The Rockets all over this one. Take their second possession of the half. Down on a nice long drive. Started at their 35, so 65-yard drive. Couple of big plays for Justin Richards to get it down in there, and then Brandon Axe gets the reward with a 6-yard. It's almost like a little mini jet sweep or mini end around, little misdirection handoff, faked to the running back, and Axe takes it, dances around a couple of tacklers, takes it in for the score. This is Troy Homan over the 15. Anna's all over that return. And there he is again, Hunter Schmidt with a nice special teams tackle at the 20-yard line. So Fort Recovery backs against the wall here a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of time, but this isn't, like you said, the kind of offense that's going to go quickly down the field. You know, their strength is running, not passing. So interesting to see what Coach Niekamp wants to do here.
Well, right now, just, I would say maintain possession. They held the time of possession margin, if you will, in the first half, 15 minutes to basically 7.5 or 8 minutes. So, they held on to the ball, but couldn't convert. Again, you'd think back to that drive that they had done so well to get it down right inside the red zone. First and goal from the 4, and just backpedaled with some good defensive Anna plays. And right now, he's trying to get something positive.
Again, a lot of pressure. He's going to have to pull it down and just make something happen over the 25,
He's got room.
30.
He's got room.
He's going to go the distance here. Oh, they're going to shut him down. And he cuts inside. Boy, I thought for sure he was going to go. That Anna corner safety came in there quick. That's Ambos. And then Justin Richards got over there in a hurry. I thought Ramel was gone. But a big, big play. Just what Brent Niekamp and the Indians needed here. And it'll be 1st and 10 Indians at the 35-yard line.
Watch it here again. It looked like he had space, and watch from the top of your screen coming down, all of a sudden a bunch of green jerseys. And
well, look at Richards. Just come down and get through the block, forces him up inside. Beautiful play there. And then on the tackle, that's number 14, Nolan Fox, also in their ambo. So
I believe that was a 46-yard change of possession, or not change of possession, but change of field. They went from the 20 of their own to Anna's 34.
Kaiser now tries the right side. Very, very minimal yardage. Maybe to the 32 as the Anna defense just collapses. Not a lot of big holes to run. Anna has done a nice job controlling, particularly on defense, the line of scrimmage here, Jeff.
Yeah, they have. You mentioned they had, again, Ramel chase him in the backfield, kind of a broken play, but they've been forcing the issue, and give credit to Ramel to make something happen and keep this drive alive. A scoring possession, if you will, they've got to have here already halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Kaiser makes the first man miss and then is wrapped up. That's number 58, I believe, Lane Howell.
Yep. He got hurt a little bit. We mentioned that in the first half, so good to see him back making plays. Lane Howell is the call, 58.
So Fort Recovery here got third and about 6, maybe 5. They're at the Anna 30. Best drive of the half, their second drive of the half, 5:40 to go.
First drive of the half. Yeah, second drive. Fast moving. Each team only had 3 possessions basically in the first half.
Ramel under center now. Got a new running back. He's going to bounce around the left side. Again, Howell in there on the tackle. And that back for Fort Recovery, that's number 28, Ethan Hartnagel. He's a freshman. So again, as much time as Heiser sees, he needs a little gas, and he's just walking back and forth here on the sideline. We have to kind of keep an eye on that. Wonder if he got some kind of a stinger or something, or if he's just catching a little wind.
Yeah, I wondered that too.
Fourth and 3 here. Big play for Fort Recovery as Ramel comes up. He's going to be under center. He's got the freshman Hartnagel behind him, and he's got one wide receiver left. That is Guggenbiller, and then Troy Homan right. And they're going to go back and pass. And the ball is bad at the line of scrimmage. Anna just barreling through there. I want to say that was Grant Albers coming in from his nose guard position. And for the second time tonight, the Indian offense is going to be denied, and we'll turn it over on downs with 4:42 left to go here in the third quarter on the First National Bank scoreboard.
A nice drive, and then it just kind of fizzles all of a sudden. So, you know, the drive, though, was aided by that big run by Ramel to get him down here. So
sure.
They moved the ball, got some yards, but really when it came down to, let's say, 11 on 11, they couldn't produce really what they needed.
They're losing the battle at the line of scrimmage. The Anna D-line, that 3-4 defense where they run, they got 3 big guys in the middle, and then they'll drop a couple of linebackers on either end, has just done the job tonight. I know Heiser had 70 in the first half, but you know, he's good for over 100 per game, and he's been a non-factor so far in the second half here. And I think we're going to get a face mask on the Indians defense as Hunter Schmidt picks up little to no yardage, and he is facing to the north, and that'll be a 5-yard. Yeah, I didn't see the signal, but I thought I saw, yep, face mask. Thought I saw the head dip on the runner. And that'll replay the down. That was confusing in the first half because they did not replay the down after that face mask call. They went right to second down. So Anna now shuffling personnel, trying to get the play in. Siegel with Richards behind him and Schmidt to his left. Gives to Richards. He's going to try to sidestep. Beautiful play, Logan Homan. Again, another nice tackle for loss. That's the second one I recall in this game.
Yeah,
Logan Homan
did a nice job getting in there. Another penalty, it looks like. Illegal shift, maybe on the offense.
Illegal shift right there, yeah.
And looks like the Indians will force them to go back, and so they'll maybe exchange those
penalties, yeah.
Move it back to the 28.
So Justin Richards going to come off and get a little break. Now we got another official stoppage while they sort things out. I think they're questioning the spot of the football. Should be basically back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
Schmidt was stopped for no gain, and then they were penalized 5 yards, and then they waived the play off and penalized 5 yards.
So the ball, back, like you said, to the 28-yard line roughly,
yep.
Scott?
Yep, looks like it. 1st and 11 now. And here's the handoff to Schmidt, and Fort Recovery is having none of that. The D-line just closes the gap. First man in there, Reese Guggenbiller from his linebacking position, the sophomore, number 8. Nice play there. He's had a nice game on defense tonight. So call that no gain. 2nd and 11 now for Coach Marino and his Anna Rockets. They come in tonight 2 wins and 1 loss. Their only loss, 28-22 to Brookville in week 2. And they have one MAC win. They saw Parkway right here last week and came out on the upside of that 48-17. Empty backfield for Siegel. He's looking all the way to his left, and he's got Ambos. Little quick hitter out to about the 35. Two Indians there, Lucas Atchison and Owen Kanapke in on the tackle. Little quick hitter. We're going to mark it at the 34. 3rd down and 4 here for the Rockets. Again, wanting to use some time here, not in any particular hurry. There's 20 seconds on the play clock. Empty backfield, 5 receivers now in the formation. Siegel drops back. Here comes your blitz.
Nice.
Hits Ambos perfectly. What a pass over the midfield stripe. Troy Homan snags him, or that goes for another 15, 20 yards. But man, what a nice quick hitter over the middle. Siegel to Ambos, and Ambos having himself quite a night at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, he came in with 12 catches on the season. Got 13th was a touchdown, and back-to-back catches here for 8 yards and 18.
That pass was just right in stride.
He was one, let's say, shoestring away from maybe going to the distance.
Homan had good coverage from his safety position, having to come up and play line of scrimmage pass coverage. 2 backs, 1 on either side. The give is to Schmidt. He's going to cut around the left side and just quickly gets out into the second level. Logan Homan from behind tackles him, but not before Schmidt picks up a 1st down. So big carry, probably 13, 14 yards there for
13, and that's, consecutive chunk plays. The 8-yard catch by Amos got him a 1st down, then another 18-yarder, another 1st down, and now another 17-yarder. And right now, maybe the size, strength factor beginning to wear out that full recovery defense.
Well, yeah, and exactly. And having to play, defense is so much more tiring than offense in the mental and energy game because it's reaction and adjustment. And here's Richards, nothing up the middle, bounces it outside to the left, gets the corner, pushed out of bounds there. And I think I just saw a flag. It might have been a cookie marking the out of bounds location, but another big run. And one of the things that Nick Marino wanted to accomplish tonight was win the explosive play battle, and boy, have the Rockets done that tonight.
Yeah, they've come up with some nice big plays, if you will. Again, watch Richards
bouncing it outside.
And then to our cameraman, Kurt Kuffner.
He's had some good blocking on this left side in particular by the wide receivers. And it's been primarily number 18. You see him coming into your screen. Oh, that's 19. But number 18, excellent blocking wide receiver, sophomore Mason Carey, has freed those backs up a couple times.
And that's big. I mean, you don't see that in the newspaper, but
going to go to Richards again. He's going to try to work it on Atchison, but the ball out of bounds. So they had that nice matchup earlier for the touchdown and the first score of the game.
You're right. Same.
But Atchison was there on defense that time.
This time well covered. As you mentioned, Atchison right on Richards. It would have been a tough catch on just not a lot of room for it to drop in. But that blocking is so critical because it takes a lot of guys to make things happen the right way. And blocking is the unheralded duty, if you will, and
doesn't bring you a lot of glory until you watch film on Saturday morning.
Yeah, the guys that know football see that, and that's what's important. But to the spectator, they just see the result, and that's why a lot of guys will thank the team.
The middle, and I think he's going to be right there at that marker. They may have to measure this. With 3rd and short.
I think he needed a 20, so if any. Looks like a 1st down.
Yeah, that's going to be a Rocket 1st down. So that's a big one. We're under 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Tick, tick, tick as the clock runs. And again, Anna in no particular hurry with a 3-score lead. At this point, you got to be thinking like, okay, let's just play smart, protect the ball, run the clock, and get out of here with no injuries.
Correct.
Think about week 5.
And the injuries you never know could happen. Maybe walking down the sidewalk and to get one, but I think they want to play clean football. No turnovers. They're winning the game right now and have a chance to really
Schmidt with a big hole is going to go right up the middle, cut back to the left, and he's going to drag a tackler into the end zone. What a run by Hunter Schmidt. He had a nice hole for him up the middle, and then his vision took him to the left. And boy, what a nice run, Hunter Schmidt. 27-0 Anna as they line up to kick the extra point. But boy, what a run on your winners meets replay. You see Schmidt big opening up the middle, and then here he cuts it to the left around the safety Homan, and then just drags Homan with his momentum and strength into the end zone for the score.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. So again, he's been active on the defensive side, now gets rewarded, if you will, on the offensive side with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Came in with just over 300 yards of offense on the ground running the ball. And Ambos, again, almost automatic He now is 15 of 16 with the PATs for Zach Ambus.
So with 1:13 to go in the third here on the First National Bank scoreboard, the Anna Rockets all over the Fort Recovery Indians, 28-0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to Anna High School. Scott Fry and Jeff Henshin calling all the action. Sure are happy to have you along with us. Again, you can watch this game as NKTelco Sports and our sponsors are very, very happy to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in high definition on Channel 503. This one you can catch on Thursday, September 16th at 9 p.m. And you can always watch plenty more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Homan at the 10, over the 20, up the middle, 25, 35, 40, dragging Zach Ambos.
Wow, the kicker saved it.
And boy, nice starting field position here for Coach Niekamp and the Redskins, all the way out to about the 43, 44-yard line.
That was a huge touchdown-saving tackle by Ambus, and a good start for the Indians. You know, obviously they trail big time on a scoreboard, but you want to continue to practice good habits and make things, how do we say, better for your next opponent. It may not have enough in the time left in this one to come back, but you know, practice good habits is key, and you want to do no matter what the score.
Well, and you're going to, at this point now, you're going to need to rely on your defense to make something happen to set your offense up for a short field, because this, again, is just not the type of offense that's built to score quickly here. As you see, two receivers and a tight end, and then Kaiser behind the quarterback to give us to Kaiser of the 45-50 as he drags the tackler for about 6 yards.
Good to see him back.
Positive run there. Yeah, I was wondering what might be the case there. So
he spent last series on the sideline a little bit, but nice 6-yard pickup.
Hayden Heelskamp, the junior defensive player for the Rockets, from his linebacking position, makes the tackle.
Anna, going back to their offense, other than that first series where they were 3 and out, they've scored on their next 4 possessions.
Wow.
So 4 or 5 possessions, 4 scores.
It's good.
This is now the 6th. Yeah, it's efficient.
Rockets offense, yeah.
And now this is 6th position for the Fort Recovery Indians.
I mentioned Hayden Heelskamp is actually a D end. My apologies, not a linebacker. Now the give to Kaiser, and he's going to pick his way on the right side. Hunter Schmidt trips him up, and Zach Ambos finishes him. So some very familiar names on both sides of the ball tonight for the Rockets, as Kaiser is very close to an Indian first down. And it is, in fact, a first down, so that will stop the clock while they move the chains. And the clock is winding, and that'll be the last play of the third period here at Booster Field in Anna, with the Rockets with a commanding 28-0 lead over the Fort Recovery Indians here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back to Anna High School. So Fort Recovery here, one final stanza, 1 period left, 12 minutes on the clock. And they are driving again, trying to get through this Anna defense, who really have played bend but don't break football. The Indians have made some good plays on offense, but not enough to get in the end zone.
Yeah, not sustained it, not enough repetition. And And again, try to get some points on the board.
Ramel drops back, nice protection, steps up to avoid the rush. Now he's going to pull it down, and he's back to the original line of scrimmage. Good coverage downfield again. When you only send 2 receivers, which has kind of been the deal all night, that same Troy Homan wide left, Guggenbiller wide right, it's not a big ask on that defensive backfield, and so you can let the guys up front kind of eat red meat.
Yeah, it's nothing's really broken open for them downfield, and that's credit to the Anna defensive secondary and such. And we've seen Ramel go back, and he's scrambled and made some plays out of it, but nothing, like you said, nothing continuity, no rhythm. Everything's kind of been a struggle.
He's gonna get the ball left side, cuts in the hole, nice job, lowers the boom on Hunter Schmidt, and Riley Heiser will gain about 4, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, long 6 again.
Yep. And I'd say we're in 4-down territory for sure all the way home if you're Fort Recovery's offense.
Yeah, remember, they won for it on 4th down earlier in the game on their own side of the field, and Ramel was able to convert it for an important 1st down at the time to eliminate giving the ball up to the Rockets.
Yeah, if nothing, it was almost an offensive-defensive play just to keep that Anna off of a short field. So now you've got a new tailback. This is number 7 and that's Chase Kaiser. And he's going to carry that for a nice 1st down. So a little change in the Indian backfield. Chase Kaiser, his first carry, 5'10" junior running back, goes about 145, hits the hole hard and picks up an Indian 1st down at the 35 of Anna. A little different running style there. Heiser's a little more of a scatter side-to-side guy, and Kaiser just pounds the hole. Not a big guy, but he's fast.
He's not. Just his 8th carry came in to this game with just 7 carries on the season, so getting an opportunity here to play against a level 1 defense yet.
And now Ramel back. Kaiser will stand to pass. A little bit behind Logan Homan. Nice hands, but a sure tackle. Nice job there by the Anna defense. That is number 14, Nolan Fox, the junior. That could have had Logan Homan gotten away from him. That could have been a huge play for the Indians.
It looked like almost like a one-handed grab.
It's a little bit behind him there.
It's time to sign up for the 2nd annual brush.
It was kind of a one-hand.
Nice
brought it in. So yeah, nice concentration there by number 11.
200. I'm guessing he's seen his fair share of time on the basketball floor, and I think those hands.
Yeah, he showed it there. Nice job with the reception.
A little fake to Heiser. Now Ramel designed roll his left, but again, coverage is good. He bangs one in there. What a shot. Nice pass into double coverage. And that is Reese Guggenbiller, the sophomore wide receiver. Another Indian 1st down as they get down inside the red zone. Here's your Winners Quality Meets replay.
And that's a dangerous throw. I mean, you're leading a receiver kind of across the middle, and it looked like Guggenbiller, he caught it and then has to quickly protect himself. And it looked like he was able to see the contact. A clean hit by the defender, nothing around the shoulders or head. So good job by the defender there.
Nice pass right on the numbers, kind of a frozen rope there by Ramel. Now we've got a little bit different formation. Both receivers on the right side, Heiser deep in the backfield. The give is to Heiser, left side. He's looking for a hole. Anna's got him plugged up. Heiser manages to gain a little positive yardage, and boy, oh boy, leg drive, as they say, keep those legs moving, and that gained him about 2 extra yards.
It did. Again, not a huge back to begin with, but boy, his lower body strength made a tough tackle for the Rockets, and he, again, able to get some positive yards. And boy, drive here, the Indians need to score, if nothing else, just for confidence.
Yep, they're down inside the 15-yard line now, so they're going to have 2nd down and about 7, just inside the 15 when they break the huddle here. Again, 8:13 to go in the 4th quarter. Homan and Guggenbiller will go out right. Homan will stay in the slot. Guggenbiller wide. Heiser deep behind Ramel. And then Logan Homan, the tight end, on that offset left side. And Heiser is going to try that left side as Homan vacates, and he's going to gain the 10. And he will be probably 2, maybe 3 yards short of a 1st down. Boy, nice drive coming together here for the Indians.
And again, they're still, Anna's still looks like, first string offenses or defenses on the field. So
definitely 4-down territory.
yeah, 3rd down. So
3rd down and about 3. Nose of the ball inside the 11. Here goes Kaiser on the left side. He cuts inside the tackle of Justin Richards, and he's probably about a yard short here, Jeff.
Again, it's going to be close, so if it's not a first down, it'll be 4th and short. And they will keep it at 4th and short.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be 4-down territory.
Looked like Kaiser. No, I thought maybe he was limping around. Looks like he's just trying to, let's say, tuck his shirt on. I thought maybe he had like twinged or tweaked his back a little bit, but here comes Train again.
Tucked in, yep.
So Train's coming by. Yeah. Second during the game and 4th since we've been.
So 2 receivers right, 4th and a yard here for the Indians. 0 for 2 on 4th downs. Here goes Kaiser right up the middle, little dive, and I think he's going to make it, Jeff, just on lean alone, just on momentum. And that is going to be 1st and goal now for the Indians.
Well, good job for Kaiser and the Indians offense. And again, main objective here is get points on the board. That's the objective, and see what happens. But a nice drive here put together by the Indians offense. Another 1st down. Didn't need a lot, and again, they got just what they needed to keep the ball in their possession. And another 1st and goal. Same end of the field. They had 1st and goal from the 4 way back in the 1st quarter and came up empty-handed.
So 1st and goal now. Rammel's going to come up under center. 2 receivers are going to be on the short side, and now we're going to get a little stoppage here. And we do have a precision strip timeout taken by Fort Recovery with your score Anna 28, Fort Recovery 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
The date is set. The lake has been chosen. It's time to sign up for the 2nd annual Brush Pile Fishing Veterans Tournament. Proceeds from this event will benefit Save a Warrior and the Travis Mills Foundation. Both organizations focus on helping veterans live the best life they possibly can by treating their physical and psychological traumas. Visit brushpilefishing.com to register or to learn how to donate.
Welcome back to Anna High School Booster Field. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but the Fort Recovery Marching Band blowing some Chicago.
25 or 6-4.
25 or 6-4, but in this case,
that rings a bell. I know, but we talked about our broadcast the other night.
We did that, yeah,
you threw some rush stuff on me I didn't know anything about. And I said, the only numbers I know in music is 25 or 6-4. And we're hearing it now from the Fort Recovery Pep Band.
Very nicely done. Excellent halftime shows by both Fort Recovery and the Anna Marching Bands. All right, so 1st and goal now for the Indians. 2nd time tonight they've had this situation. The receivers are both wide to the right. Kaiser, the lone back behind Rammel. And Rammel back to pass. He's looking for a quick slant across. Pressure, he's going to roll right.
Nope.
He's going to change directions and go down. And now he's lost the football.
I think he was down.
I think they're going to mark him down. But they started that play at the 6. And in there on the stop, number 14, Nolan Fox.
He was
also assisted by the other Howell, number 59, Landon Howell. And that's almost a 5-yard loss.
It's almost identical to the situation
last time they were down in here. Yeah, they had
it down to the 4
losses of yardage.
Yeah, loss of -2, then no loss, and a -9.
Yeah. So 2nd and goal out at the 15 now.
Of course, again, as the field shrinks, the end of defense
is a lot easier to defend, yeah.
It seems to be, although you
limits
think
your playbook.
Yeah.
Yep. So 1 wide receiver that gives to Kaiser, and he cuts up the middle now, and he's going to gain the 10, and he'll be stopped. Tough to see from where I'm standing,
maybe
but I'd say he got about 11, or he got about 4 or 5 yards. So 5 minutes to go here in the contest on the First National Bank scoreboard. And you're right, Jeff, they marked that ball at the 11.
So yeah, still, 2 downs to get the 10 or the 11 yards they need. But all that work to get down here, had some nice plays, some good catches on this drive.
Kaiser's going to try a little hole on the left. He's down inside the 5, so it's going to be 4th and about 2. 4th and goal from the 2. Nice run there. A good little hole opened up between the center and left guard. And Kaiser looked like he was going to try and bounce it wider than that. Saw the slot, cut up field, and now you're going to get another timeout, a precision strip timeout And that's going to be taken by Brent Niekamp and the Indians. We'll take that timeout with them. 4:10 to go. Anna up by 4 scores here on NKTelco Sports. We are back here at Anna High School. Always a pleasure to bring you high school sports here on NKTelco Sports. And we've got a interesting situation here as the Indians break the huddle. 4:10 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard, and at this point, they just want to get on the board.
Exactly.
They just want to get that,
that
ball in the end zone. Yeah.
This close now, twice in this game, and the old what if? What if we punched it in the first time? What if we punch it in now?
Yeah.
The whole demeanor changes, but you got to get points on the board here.
So Anna with their opportunity now for a second goal line stand. Rammel, everybody in the jumbo package, as they say. Kaiser cuts inside and he's stopped, and he is close. I don't see an indication yet.
He reached out before he hit the ground.
Forward.
It's interesting. He extended the ball, and obviously we have a bad angle from here. But
we sure do. And boy, Anna seems to be in a pretty good mood.
I don't know what type of maybe sideline angle we might have.
Could be the knee was down before the ball got over, but he definitely dove, yeah. Boy, tough deal there. Here's your winner's quality meets replay. Brammel's going to give it to Kaiser. He sees the eensy-weensy seam dragging a guy.
And just hard to tell there.
Can't really see where the ball comes down, but
hard to tell there. It's
credit
close.
that Anna defense, a second goal line stand to keep Fort Recovery off the board. So tough sledding tonight for Coach Niekamp and the Indians, but now they get a chance. Maybe they can get on the board with a little defensive action here, because this ball is at the 1-inch line basically, and Anna's going to have to make something happen here. And they spread the field with 3 wideouts, and they do have the 2 backs, and now you're going to get a flag. Wonder if somebody's in the neutral zone. Boy, that'd be unfortunate if that's the case.
Yeah, you're going to give them a little bit of breathing room.
Well, we'll see. Half the distance to the goal line isn't very far.
If it's on Anna, they're going to move it back a half-inch. There's not a lot of room. I don't know who the penalty was on. Illegal or offensive penalty, so it's a minor setback. There's not a lot of yards they're going to lose, but
it must have had an alignment situation, or 2 guys moving at the same time. Illegal shift. So again, Siegel with the 2 backs. Oh, they had 12 men. Well, that's not good either.
That's illegal.
Yeah. And so Siegel's just going to get the little keeper, and the O-line for Anna does a nice job of getting the push just to give Siegel a yard or 2 just to breathe a little bit there.
Trying to get a little breathing room.
That's all you can really do. You hate to force it. You just ask your guys to push forward.
And hats off to that Anna defense. Those front 4, front 5 really done the job tonight. Kaiser will, I'm sure, be well over 100, but the big statistic coming in with 6 touchdowns tonight, he's got a goose egg in that department.
And they've you said bend but don't break at times, and boy, some big stops near the goal line twice for the Anna defense.
I'd say they gained about a half a yard there. Now the give is to Richards, and he is going to bull his way. I'd say they had contact in the end zone. This is close.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Looks like the Fort Recovery defense has got the safety sign up there, but the side judge says, yeah, no. 3rd down, no gain. So nice job there by the Fort Recovery defense.
Well, they get another stop.
I mean, you have to know they're going to come up the middle. You don't want to toss out here. You don't want to throw out of this position. You're going to have to run it up the middle, so it's no big mystery if you're on defense.
About time we preach that, here's going to be some
Well, then we'll get a little surprise or something. Yeah, a little interior screen or something crazy.
Something safe, but yeah, you want to make sure you are very crisp with the ball handling in this situation. Well, it's going to force a punt from the end zone.
And that's always an interesting arrangement. Again, back to punt will be, as I like to think of him, Mr. Special Teams here in Anna, Zach Ambos. As I was doing a little homework, looking into things here, Zach Ambos is the number 4 punter in the MAC, averaging 36 yards a punt. He also is the place kicker, punt returner and the kickoff specialist. So,
and by the way, catches patches.
And he catches patches for touchdowns and plays a little bit in the secondary. So Fort Recovery set to, as they say, pin their ears back and try to make something happen here. Even a block punt out of the end zone would get him on the scoreboard with a safety. And it's over Ambos's head, and Fort Recovery's in there. It's tipped, and now the ball's live. I think Fort Recovery recovered it, headed out of bounds, but boy, that ball went live as soon as Caleb Evers touched it, and Fort Recovery now is going to be first and goal, well inside the 10. So asking the Anna defense now to make another stand.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here, but give credit for the Indians. They continue to compete.
Yeah.
It's a football game, and they're going after it. And the high snap gave them a little bit of time, and maybe
time to get
I'm
in
not
there.
for sure. Maybe the whole distance again wasn't normal.
Well, yeah, exactly. It was compressed, and it might have been a regular snap, but the kicker was closer.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, right. it shorted the distance. Amos did a nice job just get a foot on it. Somebody deflected it, and then fortunately for the Indians, that loose ball, like I said, once it's touched, it's live, and it squirts out of bounds before anyone can get it. It goes over to the Indians.
Kaiser behind center. He's going to follow his tight end, but boy, great penetration. Whoo, that's number 69, Grant Elbers. We've said his name a couple of times tonight. He just blows through his blockers and buries Kaiser for a loss there. Yeah, let's take a look at that tipped punt. Excellent work tonight by our director. Right there is the cameraman. Whoa, way up the ladder. Here comes Ambos. And yeah, just entering there. There's your gunner, Atchison, the sophomore corner, comes in and gets that tip. So thanks to excellent camera work and production. Thank you guys very much for that. Great play. So second down and goal from the 6. I'd say they lost about 2 on that last play. Ramel designed bootleg. Now he can run or throw. And boy, nice job in there. Martinez wrapping him up, slowing him down. Excellent work there on the part of that linebacker for Anna. Excuse me, that's Landon Fote. My apologies. Well done as we get under a minute to go here. Clock's running. Again, Fort Recovery would love to get
a score
off the schneid here, blow the shutout. Yeah.
And just that is you think it looks easy, and then you just go out there and it's a lot of work, and everyone's got to do their responsibilities, and they give the credit so far to the Anna defense. They've come up big here inside protecting their house.
Ramel under center now. The give is to Heiser, left side, and he fumbles it. Anna falls on it, and that's going to do it right there.
It was.
And that's Hunter Schmidt is going to come up with that one. Boy, oh boy, have we said his name a lot on defense. So 28.8 to go here, and it looked like Heiser was just looking upfield before the ball was secure in his belly, and Cale Ramel, had to reach to place that ball, and it came out.
Yeah, just looked weird, like the separation. We'll get a look at it here. If maybe he just wasn't.
Ramel. Yeah,
it just
was
looks
like
longer.
Off of his shoulder or something.
Instead of being in the breadbasket. So tough break there for the
you saw
Indians.
The reaction on Riley Heiser's face there kind of says it all. So long night at the office for the Indians, but they will regroup. They are going to see the Brazils Tigers next week, so it does not get any easier by any stretch, as Anna is going to travel westward into Auglaize County and take on the New Bremen Cardinals, and victory formation as Siegel takes a knee, and that is going to do it for us with a final score from the home of the Anna Rockets, Booster Field. Anna holds serve and pitches a good shutout tonight, and they win 28-0 over the Fort Recovery Indians. Stick around, we'll get the Wagner's IGA stats and recap wrap-up here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Welcome back to Booster Field. Time to wrap things up. The Anna Rockets victorious. They moved to a record of 3-1, and they will travel to Cardinal Stadium next week to face the New Bremen Cardinals. The Fort Recovery Indians will drop to a record of 2-2, 0-2 in the MAC. Anna 2-0 in the MAC. Jeff Henshin's going to tell us how we got to the final score of Anna 28 and Fort Recovery 0.
Well, the scoreboard on top is the most important stat. 28-0 in favor of the Rockets. They scored 14 in the second, 14 in the third. They do so by doing 341 total yards of offense compared to 211 for the Fort Recovery Indians. Rushing 167 for the Rockets, 148 for the Indians. Passing yards 174 for Anna, 63 for Fort Recovery. First downs also in favor of the Anna Rockets, 16-10, and the only turnover came late in the game. The fumble by the Fort Recovery Indians to close things out, but Anna a little bit more dominating overall tonight, playing all aspects of the game crisply. Some of the leading stat getters, if you will, for the Anna Rockets. Justin Richards, 9 carries on 78 yards. Receiving, Zach Ambus, Justin Richards, and Carey, all with 2 catches, and Brandon Axe with a catch. Also, Siegel, that's her first half, sorry, ended the game with a very good number, did Siegel. He finishes 12 of 17, there we go, 12 of 17 for Siegel. No interceptions, had 2 touchdowns, and really Fort Recovery just came in here and played very well. They did put the ball on the ground twice, but were able to survive those turnovers and not give Fort Recovery really any breaks on good field position. And the defense. 3 times inside the red zone, they came away with a shutout against Fort Recovery Indians.
Yeah, that Anna front 5, really, 2 linebackers and 3 down linemen. Very nicely done tonight, keeping Riley Kaiser from going off as he's, averaging 2 touchdowns a game. Tonight 0. And another interesting and important stat, this is train number 7 on tonight's contest, as again the visitors press box
you mentioned
right
Kaiser,
by the tracks. Yeah.
You mentioned Kaiser for Fort Recovery. He does finish the game with 25 attempts on 112 yards, but
nice night.
When they came down to the goal line, that's where, and he came within inches of scoring a touchdown late. But the Anna defense did enough to keep him under control. But a decent night for Kaiser, though. He averages with 4.5 yards per carry. But the defense held him in check. And I'm going to mention Justin Richards. I said the wrong stats earlier. He led the Anna attack on the ground with 121 yards on the ground. And Hunter Smith there with 34 on the ground, as well as a touchdown
and
rushing.
Richards had a pass reception for a touchdown, the first score. And then Ambos had the second reception for a touchdown. I think Schmidt ran one in, and Axe ran one in.
A lot of different players
very,
for the
very
Rockets.
much a team win as you're looking at some of the highlights here. Excellent camera work. There's that fumble by Richards. He ends up recovering it there in the first half. But excellent night of MAC football.
And just to recap what you said, Richards was the first scorer, reception, then Zach Ambus, then Brandon Axe, and then Hunter Smith, all scoring touchdowns for the Rockets.
All right, well, Jeff, there's one last piece of business. We need to award the NKTelco Player of the Game Award. And tonight, who's that?
It could have been a number of Anna players. You mentioned all the offense, but we went with Smith. We mentioned his name early and often on defense. Number 3 in, making plays. He ends up the game with 13 tackles, and he at times had another attempts where he slowed down the quarterback. got him off rhythm. Let his teammates come in and record the loss, tackle, or the sack. So,
There's
and then
a
Hunter
shot of
Smith
him tackling the tight end right there. Yeah.
Smith also 5 rushing attempts, 34 yards, and a touchdown. So, kind of did on both sides of the football, and hats off to him. Job well done.
Absolutely. So for Jeff Henshin, I'm Scott Fry. We'd like to thank our director, Scott Robinson, and our assistant director, Bryce Hamrick. I'd like to thank our camera operators tonight on the field, Mr. Kurt Kuffner, and above the press box, Mr. Jim Miller. One last time from Anna, the Rockets prevail. They win over the Fort Recovery Indians 28-0 here on NKTelco Sports.